So we're going to go over the how to read a research article activity. And so this will help you out with that. So this is the article that we're referencing, Xylan, a green binder for wood adhesives. And so the first couple questions you can probably answer on your own. So when searching for articles that can help you with your own research, which of the above parts is likely to be the focus of your initial search? Hopefully you'll be able to figure that out. And then it says the abstract is typically the second thing a scientist reads when determining whether or not they want to read an entire article. What types of things do you think will be found in the abstract? Hopefully you've done a little bit with journal articles or peer-reviewed research, and you can answer that question too. So the introduction section contains a large variety of types of information. If you're going to write a research article about your glue experimentation, what types of information would you include? You're going to want to discuss the background information that is pertinent to your glue lab, the one that you guys did on your own. And so we're going to read this article. And so as you read the article, you're underline words that are unfamiliar. And if you can interpret the meaning, you can kind of try to guess at what the word's meaning is. And if it's vitally important that you understand that, you might want to look it up. So we're going to go back here, and I have this app or this add-on for Chrome that's called Kami. And this helps me to write down or record stuff and mark up a PDF article. So, so I'm going to try to describe why this study has scholarly appeal. And I'm going to do that by reading the article. And so I'm going to read the article in the way that I can make meaning from it. So I'm going to skip over words that I don't need, and instead I'm going to just substitute other words for them. So wood adhesives are mainly prepared from polymers derived from petroleum-based resources. So I'm going to leave that sentence as it is because I think I can do it. Like adhesives, like that's a glue, right? Mainly prepared from polymers. Those are things that are made from more than one molecule stuck together, right? Derived from petroleum-based, so they're oil-based resources. So we move on to the second sentence. With an increasing concern for the environment, it is necessary to find alternatives derived from bio-based resources that can replace petroleum-based polymers. So I think I understand all those words. Increasing concern for the environment, obviously necessary to find alternatives. Alternatives, okay, bio-based, meaning that it's based on something that was once living, right? That can replace oil-based polymers that were based on something that was not living, right? So to enable this transition, it's important that the adhesive properties in terms of bond strength, water resistance, and heat resistance are similar, and that the alternative can compete in terms of cost. Okay, good. Hemicelluloses are a byproduct of the pulp industry. So we have this word hemicelluloses, right? And so I'm going to highlight that, hemicellulose. Okay, and then I can insert a little comment over there. Let's see, maybe I'll just put like, look this up. So I have to remember at some point in time, I'm going to look up what a hemicellulose is, right? They're a byproduct from the pulp industry. So the pulp industry, I don't maybe necessarily know what the pulp industry is. So I might have to look into that. So from an environmental and economic perspectives, it is preferable to utilize all components from wood and decrease the amount of low value byproducts. In this study, hemicelluloses, there's that word again, are suggested to be used as binders in wood adhesives, and why water dispersants of Xylan have been prepared and evaluated. So I think this Xylan has to have something to do with the hemicelluloses, right? This is a key word. It's really important. And then, however, Xylan itself cannot be used as wood adhesive. There you go. due to its limiting bonding performance, especially regarding the water resistance. With the addition of dispersing agents, polyvinyl alcohol and polyvinyl amine, and cross-linkers such as glyoxyl or hexamethoxymethyl melamine, the xylane dispersants demonstrate promising results. So dispersing agents is related to these words, right? Those are all related. So these are dispersants. And then cross-linkers, that's telling me these are the cross-linkers. Okay. The xylane dispersions demonstrate promising results. Wood veneers bonded with xylane dispersants and evaluated with ABES, Automated Bonding Evaluation Systems, that's what ABES stands for, demonstrated good bond strength and surprisingly good water resistance. Several xylane dispersants fulfilled the D1 and WAT 91 requirements for wood adhesives according to the European standards, blah, blah, blah. So that I'm going to translate that sentence to mean that several xylane dispersants fulfill requirements for wood adhesives, right? I'm just going to skip those terms that don't really add to my understanding. Xylane dispersed in a polyvinyl amine solution shows remarkable water resistance and reaches the threshold for the D2 criterion according to the European standard EN 204. So this looks like it's a result, right? So just judging from the main reason this has scholarly appeal is because that it looks like it's an alternative to wood adhesives, right, from petroleum-based stuff. So that's good. So I'm going to look into the second paragraph and why it's significant to the research. So the second paragraph bio-based polymers such as protein from milk, blood, and soybeans have been used for adhesives for centuries, but were replaced by petroleum-based polymers due to cost and durability. So, hey, look, polymers such as protein from milk. That sounds familiar. So that tells me right away that these are possible adhesives because they're relatively abundant and they have promising properties, right? But difficult to produce wood adhesives consisting solely of bio-based polymers, most of their insufficient water resistance. So this is the problem, insufficient water resistance, right? So that's good. I got some information from that. And then the next question on the worksheet says that xylane is a hemicellulose. Why are hemicelluloses the focus of this research? I'm going to try to look for the word hemicellulose. So let me scan through here. Here we go. Hemicelluloses after cellulose are the most abundant polysaccharides on Earth. So that is their appeal, right? Excellent. Okay, now I'm going to skip because the next part of it says to read the conclusion section. So I'm going to skip the rest of this. I'm going to go straight to the conclusion section. Bam. Conclusions. Okay. It says that there's several abbreviations. Each just stands for a particular molecule. Don't worry about the identity of the molecule, just read the section for its overall results and then answer the questions. So it has X20, right? PVA, PVAM, all those kind of things. We're just going to skip those words. Does it appear that the goal of the study was reached? To defend your answer. So the first sentence says, xylan has been successfully dispersed and evaluated as a wood adhesive. Okay, so then there's that. And then there's the problem of water resistance, right? Dispersers and crosslinks added to improve dispersibility and bonding performance. It shows the addition of this molecule slightly improves the dry strength, but has no effect on water resistance. This molecule and this molecule improves water resistance. This molecule improves the dry strength. And so this sentence is key, right? Xylan in combination with dispersing agent and crosslinker demonstrates a very good bond strength, water resistance, and heat resistance. So that, bam, right there. All the evidence is specific in here, right? But this is the key sentence that says that, yes, it worked. As of the writing of this article, can xylan be a replacement for petroleum-based resources as a wood adhesive? Well, yeah, that's what this says, right? It says it can be. And now I'm going back to the abstract. Now that I know that, now that I read the intro, a little bit of the intro and the conclusion, is there enough information in the abstract to decide whether this is an article that you would find useful if you were looking for information about adhesives? Well, if you were looking about information about adhesives that were natural based, right, based on bio based resources, then yes. It would tell you about dispersing agents and crosslinkers, so that might be useful, right? The next question is, what type of information can be found through the reading of only the abstract? You get the information that's in the abstract, right, which is basically a summary of what they were looking for and how they, well, the conclusion that they came to. It doesn't give you a lot of details for the research, right? The details are found in the actual article. And that's the kind of information that cannot be found by only reading the abstract. So hopefully this helps you with the article. If you were having real struggles with it, I'm actually gonna upload this as well, my little marked up version too, so that you have that for you. Okay. Let us know if you have any questions.